did someone just burst into your house and claim that it was theirs? It was just a regular Saturday. I was in my room getting absolutely destroyed in a game. My parents were in the kitchen doing whatever parents do on weekends, and everything was exactly as boring as it should be. Then someone knocked on the door. My mom answered it, and standing there was this big potbelly guy who looked like he hadn't seen a shower since 2019. He just walked in, not even a hesitation. He physically pushed past my mom and stepped into our living room like he paid rent here. We all froze. My dad stepped forward and told him very clearly that he needed to leave. This man looked my dad dead in the eyes, pushed him to the side, walked over to our couch and sat down. Our couch. Then he pointed at us and said we needed to leave because this was his property. I was standing in my doorway in socks, just staring at this man like my brain had completely stopped loading. My mom called 911, and while we waited, my parents and this random guy just started going at it in the living room, full volume. My dad telling him to get out, this guy just shaking his head and gesturing at the walls like he was giving us a house tour we didn't ask for. Then he reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out what he called legal documents. My dad unfolded it. It was a hand-drawn picture of a house, crayon, and written across the top in big, shaky marker letters were the words, "I own this hoose." Hoose, not house. Hoose. My dad just stood there holding this piece of paper like it had personally insulted him. The cops finally showed up, and for a minute I thought it was over. Then this man looked at the officers and said 2 words, "Squatters' rights." Then one of them turned to my dad and said he technically might have a case. I watched my dad's face go completely dark. It looked like every muscle in his body was working overtime just to keep him still. The cops left, and just like that, some random man was living in our house. My dad grabbed him by the back of his shirt and physically dragged him out about 20 minutes later, put him outside and locked every door. Done. Except the next morning, the guy was back inside. Nobody could figure out how. No broken windows, no damaged locks. He was just there, sitting on the couch again like he had a morning routine. This happened every single day for weeks, through a window, through the basement. My dad finally hit his limit. He grabbed the guy, threw him in the car, drove him to the other side of the city, and left him there. Came home, went to bed, woke up the next morning and the man was on the couch. So my dad called the cops again, and they started running through the same squatters' rights speech until my dad quietly pulled a $100 bill out of his wallet and set it on the table. They arrested him on the spot.